So today I'm going to tell you guys a little story about a near-death experience I had while I was up at summer camp. Now, I went to the summer camp for about 6 years, and I went every single summer. It was either for 3.5 or 7 weeks, and when on the times that you would go 7 weeks, you'd have a big trip at the end of the year. You'd go to some hike in a mountain, which is the case in this video, or you'd go to Quebec sometimes, like some big trip. It depends on how old you were. So for this story, I think I was about 13, 14, maybe 15. We couldn't do a certain hike that we were supposed to. We had to go to a smaller mountain to hike up, something around those sorts. I think it was about a 5 hour hike round trip, 2.5 up, 2.5 down. But at the top of this mountain, there was a gigantic lake. I'll put a video up right now that I actually, a counselor of mine from the camp took. You can see it's very beautiful. It is a very nice place to be. It's very worth hiking up, in my opinion. Now, I'm not a huge hiker. I'm not a huge walker, but I was definitely excited to see that lake, see the forest, see everything that was up there on top of the mountain. So I get up there. I'm tired from the hike, and everybody starts, wanting to go swim. You can see it in the video right there. Everybody is getting ready to go take a dip in the side of the lake. All the way at the end, or like I guess in the middle of the lake, but the end goal was to swim out to that island. That island, it was filled with, you can see it. It's just trees. There was nothing exciting. It was just the idea of, for some reason in my mind, I had to get to that fucking island. I had to swim there. I had to give a recovery swim, cool down the muscles, get ready for the hike back, take a nice little dip in the lake, swim over to that island, have a grand old time on the island, swim back. I had to. I don't know why. So I get into this water and it is freezing fucking cold. Now, what happens when you get into water that is freezing cold? Your muscles begin to tense up, and your body is not flowing its blood as well as it needs to be for you to be able to make as long of a swim if it were warm water. Now, I am a decent swimmer, or at least I thought I was a decent swimmer before this experience. Now, of course, in this situation, you need to be a good swimmer. This was probably half a mile away, more or less, maybe a quarter of a mile swim. Now, that's not a very far swim, but when the water is freezing cold and you're not actually as good of a swimmer as you think you are, it's a very far swim. So, I get in the water and I start making my way over there. And about halfway through this swim, I realize I'm not going to fucking make it, so I need to take a break. I need to I need to stand, because at this point, I'm assuming the lake's not that deep. Nobody told me it was deep. There was no sign saying it got deep. I assumed that the lake was fairly shallow to this island because I'm thinking one formation of land here, another formation of land anywhere between a quarter or half a mile away. There's no way it goes formation of land, drops way down, formation of land again. Apparently, I don't know how fucking lakes work, and that's exactly what it did, because I go down to touch the bottom to take a nice little relaxing stop to stop myself from tiring myself out. Come to find out, there's absolutely no bottom. I'm just starting to sink. And I'm like, I genuinely do not have enough energy. So I have to start treading water. And I'm like, this is it. This is it. I'm dying right here. Like, I can't scream for help because that's going to cause too much, like, of my in my mind, I was like, this is going to cause too much air. I have to try to ride this out. Maybe I gave a couple waves, but I at this point I think I'm fucked because nobody's really near me to my knowledge. There's no counselors, there's nobody. I decided, keep in mind, I'm fully like raw dogging this. I have no buddy with me. I'm not swimming with anybody. I am by myself as a apparently a less than average swimmer in cold water trying to make it to this island. And I'm thinking this is it. This is how I die. I'm dying under fucking this camp's watch. They're gonna get shut down. I don't even know. I'm like I'm kind of just coming to terms with it, I never wanted to drown, but if it's how I have to go out, at least just try to make it painless. And right as I start to give up, as I start to go under the water, I feel an arm grab me, and I just hear, "I got you." That's not a counselor's voice. Who the hell just grabbed me? I look over. Some random fucking guy with a beard's got me under his hand, and he's swimming. He swims me the rest of the way. He puts me up, and I feel great. I feel relieved. I feel amazing. And I'm like, holy shit, I made it. And I swear to God, I'll never forget this. The man who saved me gets out of the water. I look over at him to thank him. He's wearing a fucking Speedo.